What's up, guys? This little thing is called a Jackson's chameleon, and it's one of the craziest looking chameleons ever. What's up, everybody? This little thing is called a Jackson's chameleon, and it's one of the most interesting chameleons out there.
These little triceratops come from the low-lying mountains of Kenya, eating on all kinds of little tiny bugs and flying bugs like moths and bees.
This guy here, he has the 3 horns that's protrude out of his head. Sometimes they use them to fight for females, but you see the females here, they don't get any horns, so they're very, very easy to sex. The males have horns, the females don't. Now, like any other chameleon, these guys are arboreal. That means you want to give them a bunch of branches, plants, and probably a screen cage for them to climb on. The screen cage is going to make it easier for them to climb on the sides. It's also going to provide a lot more airflow, which chameleons do tend to like a lot more. And it's just going to give them a perfect environment for them to live in.
These guys make great beginner pet chameleons, mainly being because they are very hardy. They're very easy to take care of. These guys don't need it as hot as like a panther or a veiled chameleon. You want them in like the low 80s, a hot spot. And they don't get very big. This is like a medium-sized Jackson. Some of the bigger ones are gonna push like 11 or 12 inches, absolute max.
So real quick, their diet consists of only insects. You're gonna want to dust the insects with calcium with D3, crickets, worms, all kinds of roaches, beetles. They'll eat anything that moves that's smaller than their head pretty much. And they do drink water. Chameleons drink a lot of water, so you want to provide a dripper system, or you want to make sure you mist them at least 2 to 3 times a day for about like a minute each.
As I mentioned earlier, these guys do like it a little bit cooler, so you'd want a hot spot at about like 85 degrees. The rest of the cage you want to like mid to high 70s, and you also definitely need UVB. All chameleons require UVB, rainforest UVB, and we always recommend the strips over the bulbs.
So one of the coolest things about these guys is that they actually give live birth. Most chameleons lay eggs, but the Jackson's chameleons will give live birth, and you'll see there's a couple viral videos that went out there that you just see like it looks like poop coming out of the mom, but it's actually little baby chameleons.
One of the reasons chameleons are so cool is because if you look at their tiny little hands, it is perfectly evolved to grab branches, almost like they have two feet that come together. And also their eyes, as you can tell, their eyes are independently moving. They can see 2 different spots at the same time. That's freaking nuts. The way they can do that is their brain is divided into 2 parts. So one half of its brain is dedicated to the left eye, while the other part is on the right eye. And these guys have a tongue that's 2 to 3 times the length of their body, curled up all up in there, and that's how they hunt. They see an animal, their eyes go to the same spot, and they shoot at it with their projectile tongue.
So these guys, we actually house outdoors here in South Florida. Now, we always house them under shade. We don't let the direct sun hit them because they are a little bit cooler climate, but they do tend to thrive in tropical climates. So we'll keep them under the shade. If it gets too hot, you probably want to bring them inside. Like Manny was saying earlier, you want to keep them a hot spot of like 85 degrees is fine. The rest of the enclosure, the ambient temperature could be in like the 70s. And of course the UVB is very important. If you house them outside, you're not going to need any of that, but if you do house them inside, the rainforest type UVB or 5.0 is what you need. Alright guys, so Jackson's chameleons are some of the most beautiful chameleons out there. We definitely recommend them as a pet. And if you're looking for any of them, we do have them available on our website, so check that out.
And make sure you check out our Instagram or Snapchat. If you like our content, make sure you follow us and hit the subscribe button down below. We're going to be posting a lot more videos now for the new year.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Hope you guys are ready for all the great content.
Yeah, one more thing, our Patreon is live, so check that out if you want to support us. My idea is to eventually make 2 to 3 videos a week, but for me to do that, I need to have somebody else take care of the editing and all that stuff so I can run the actual business. So the Patreon is just going to help us do that. Check it out. The link's on the description. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching, guys.